Hello and welcome to another Icarus stream. Back on Icarus of all places. We will continue to see what we can do today. Last stream we punched a door. Gotta relearn the controls. We built a barn for our buddy Benny. There's Benny. He needs food and water, so we're gonna have to get that sorted out. We're gonna have to get into farming sooner than I expected, I think. But first, let's get a good night's sleep, so we have a daylight to work with. All right. Let's grab some breakfast here. Oops. Let's have a little bacon and a little stringy meat. All right. We've got plenty of ore or steel being smelted. We're going to want a lot of that. We have 2 points we could put into things. We are up to tier 3, but I think we're going to hold off a little bit longer. The question is, do I start getting into farming, or should I just go straight for an iron? I think I should just go straight for an iron. What I want to figure out is how... Where is tier 2, I think? How do we get plows to work? I haven't figured that one out yet. May have to look into that one today. So let's start out by getting Benny some water in here, which we do by pouring our water skin in there. Oops. And we'll go fill this up, and then we're gonna have to go find him some food. It shouldn't be too difficult. Alright, and we'll just take a drink while we're here. Straight from the tap, as it were. Alright. Okay, time to go harvest food. Let's take Benny for a walk. He needs some exercise this morning. Let's get out here in the sun. He cannot eat yeast, which is what these strange pods are. He can't eat cocoa beans. He can eat berries, but berries just are not very filling. So what we want are melons or something along that line. And in the absence of those, we'll pick berries. Let's do a little exploring today. So our camp is here. Oops. That's where our our anti-predator thing is. So the question is, where should we go? Kill us a terror horse. And a wolf, apparently. He hasn't quite gone up yet. We're going to grab what we can off of the terror horse, which is the bones, the leather. Same with the wolf. Yes, I could break down the whole carcass and get more. Actually, I want to try something. Ah, he can eat raw meat. That's good to know. We have a pretty good source of food then. But we'll try and do veggies. Unless we want to do a little exploring today. And we want to get Benny some more XP so he levels up better. Wow, that's kind of pretty. I think we should go check that out. If we can do it without getting stuck. Wolf and pumpkins. So let's grab these pumpkins. So now we have pumpkins for Benny. Running through around the planet. And we got a cross here. Nice little waterfall there, but I like our place better. And I'm kind of stuck. Oh, there's a way up there. Actually, now that I think about it, let's get the bovine harness pack and the wood cart unlocked. Let's go back and make those, because then Benny can carry on an awful lot more. So we can gather a bunch of resources and bring it back. So we really do need to keep leveling up as much as we can. I swear Benny's part goat. He can climb up anything. We'll have to see if we can tame a moa today. Moas are fun. There's home. It looks kind of cool from here. That was a pack wolf, which means there's a named wolf up here. This is an area that's off limits until we have a little bit more oomph behind us, because that would be bad. We'll put the pumpkins in there, and Benny should be set. Looks like we have a predator in the neighborhood. Let's deal with that. We've got a couple of them. Storm is hitting. We do need to finish putting the trim up on the barn, although I'm not terribly worried about that right now. Alright, let's take a look. So to make this, we need platinum weave, which we don't have. Interesting. But we can make cart. Refined wood, epoxy, rope, nails, wood. Refined wood, wood. Nails. Rope. we got all the metals spent up. That's good. I'm forgetting something, I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Saddle. We'll just take his saddle. Epoxy. I need more rope. Bones will go in there. Okay. Epoxy. And the rope. Maybe that's enough. Yep. Craft that. We go back in here while that's being made. We go ahead and start making bone powder so we can make epoxy with it. Not quite done. Oh, the weather on this planet is something else. So when we go up, we can unlock these two. Although we need to make seeds. Wow. Turn the weather down just a touch. There's a seed crafter here in tier 1 somewhere. There it is, seed extractor, which is easy enough to build if we unlock it. There's the wagon. We'll put the wagon on Benny. Benny now has a wagon somewhere. Perfect. Now I did see he had a couple more points on him. Let's see. I think we definitely want to increase his carry capacity and his health. We're not going in the desert right now. Health restoration, physical damage, resistance, reduce food usage, increase fall damage, increase movement speed. Useful. Reduce jump. Let's put these 2 points in here and just basically buff him up as much as we can. So now if I get on him, yeah, look at that health bar for Benny. He's a tough boy now. Alright. Seems the storm is starting to abate a little bit. Let's take a look at our equipment. We probably do need a new wood torch. So we need sulfur sticks and fiber. Sulfur sticks and fiber. We need more sulfur. Hate to do this, but we need to be able to see. Because I'm thinking we're going to go do some caving. Alright. So we're going to put this back in here. We're going to put this in here. And we're going to take a full oxygen bottle. We're going to come in here. We're going to put that stuff there. Food. We need food. What do we got in here that's good? Let's see. This is 5% XP, 5% XP, 5%, 15%. So we're going to take the bacon and we're going to take the stringy meat. So we should get 25% XP boost while we're mining, which would be handy. Very, very handy. And we'll take Benny. How's our water doing? No, I just filled it, but okay. All right, Benny, we need to go find a cave that we haven't hit up yet. So we'll check the ones as we go. Benny is not the fastest, but we can put some points into speed for him if we really want. There you go, Benny. And he's almost leveled up again, so... Yeah, he took a little damage there, so some health regen is where we should probably put points for him next. Okay. Off to a cave. That was bees. That was bad. I got the bees that time. Let's take this down real quick. We don't need that stuff yet. Alright, Benny. We need to find a cave soon. Well, while the wolf takes out the goat, we're just going to keep going. Yep, Benny's health is regenerating, but I'd like it to be a little faster. So we would like our good little buddy here to continue being with us as long as he can. Here's a cave. I think we've already done this one, but we'll go in and check it out. We can finish this one for the most part, I think. Got him. All right. Let's finish harvesting everything in this cave that we can. Try and get some XP. Oh, that's right. We should eat this and this to get that boost. There's just not a lot in this cave left, which is kind of a waste of that bacon. We might have to hunt some more to get bacon again. Alright. There's some aluminium. I can actually harvest this, so I'm going to get a little bit of this stuff. Alright. How you doing there, Benny? A lot of jumping. Aluminum. Let's get this platinum. And we got cave lung. I hate cave lung. I can swim underwater and not drown because there's oxygen in my suit, but which means water can't get into my suit, at least the mask, but I can get cave lung in here. I just don't get that. All right, Benny, let's transfer that stuff to you again. Let's ride out of this cave. 'Cause that's pretty much everything. You stay here a second, buddy. I got an idea. He was not part of the idea. Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate the assist. It's a little late, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Let's take that and that. Let's go back to what I was trying to do. Okay. No. No. Just 5. Okay. And see, for the most part, I don't need that. I don't need that. I can put the wood on Benny. Free up space. Put that bee on Benny. Put this here. Oh, I do need them. I took all the stuff I needed to finish making that. Move Benny up here so I can find where I dropped my... Or not. I'll just go and get some more fiber. Did not plan that very well. 3. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is raise that up. Then do that, and then do this. So then I know I've done this cave, and I don't waste my time doing it again that way. Put this all on Benny, and we ride on to the next cave. I stole that from somebody else. Oh, that's a bear, Benny. No, you leave my Benny alone. Benny, thank you for the assist. Although you did kind of get in the way a little bit. Alright, we'll take this and this. I'm not going to worry about that. We'll go ahead and throw that on Benny again. You know what? Let's allocate that point that we got. There's a health regen, which... increase physical damage... increase slow resistance. Let's just put that point into max stamina, since he doesn't have the option to do anything else at this point. And we keep going along. Looking for caves in all the wrong places. There isn't one there. Alright. Benny did take a little damage from the bear. But not too much. And a wolfie. Benny, how do you feel about stomping a wolf into the ground? Good job. And that terror horse decided it wants to fight, unfortunately. Well, maybe it ignored us. Saw Benny stomp that wolf into the ground. There's a cave. And I think we may have been here. Yeah. No. Nice. New cave, Benny. Let me get it open. See, now it's open enough for me, but Benny, on the other hand, would struggle. Alright, now I have a bunch of stone on me that I don't have a real use for. Benny went up again, so... I think... we'll go with the reduce perceived threat. Then the animals are less likely to attack him. Alright, Benny. You hang out here for a bit. I'm gonna go looking around. Oh, this is a big cave. Ouch. Well, Benny, I appreciate you trying to help me, but I'm good. Okay, let's clear the cave worms so that it's safer to wander through. Let's see what we got. Wow, there are a lot of cave worms, though. I've never seen this many cave worms in a cave. Okay, so we're taking a little damage, but I think we'll be fine. Good to know there's an aluminum deposit here. Oh, come on. I wonder if the worms that were back are usually back here just move forward. Alright, let's go ahead and start harvesting from here at the back of the cave first, and work our way up. There's a level up. Let's take a look and see the talent point. Is there any way we can get more ore? Increased iron from mining, yep. We might as well grab these exotics while we're here. We can't do anything with them yet, but they're worth something back on the station. So once we get the station access set up, we'll have the ability to use those. Oops, I missed. And there's a storm. It's nice that we're inside. Although I think when we get back, we definitely need to start getting into that. Oh, wait. Do I have antibiotic? Yep, let's consume that. That helps with the cave issues. Head back to Benny to unload and see if we can get some more out of here. Sure is dark in this cave. Curious though. Cave lung. So counter with antibiotics. Glad we made that extra torch. Hopefully our buddy is still up here. We can just unload here. And we're barely touching his weight capacity, so back we go to harvest some more. All right. And we might as well just get everything back here. I'd love to use a proper pick that has enhancements, but we're not to that point yet, so... I'm not sure I can get to that aluminum. Where's that gold? That's gold. Alright, well, let's keep going around here and see what we can get. We're waiting out the storm anyway. Nope. Oh well. almost full again. These caves take a while to harvest. I gotta bring in scaffolding if I want to pull this off, I think. And we'll grab this. And we're over encumbered again. So now we got to work our way back up to Benny to unload. Without putting out the torch is the trick. And we have no stamina because of the dang cave lung. Storm's still going. Benny can still carry a bunch, so let's keep... This is boring, this is grinding, this is dull work. But we're going to need these resources eventually, so if I have them, it's easier. Plus I want the XP. So we just keep chipping away at the mining. Nope. I didn't want to go that far. All right. Getting full again already. Okay. That was the copper we couldn't quite reach. I wonder if we can reach this one. No, I don't think so. So let's go back around here. Hey, iron I missed. Yeah, we'll make some scaffolding to get the rest of that. Probably have enough stuff on Benny to do the job. Sometimes creatures can wander into caves and attack my creatures, which makes me unhappy. Increase your stamina again. Alright. We are going to craft 3 of those. I don't have enough stuff to craft 5 of those. So we're going to put this all back on Benny. We're going to go mine some more. Because that's what we're doing right now. Finish getting that copper back here, and we can work our way around again. Okay. Easy enough. Oops. Killed our torch in the process. So let's go around here. There was that stuff up there that we wanted to get. When we get into electronics, we need a lot of gold and a lot of copper. So we're going to want to find mines, deep mines, where we can just passively harvest to save ourselves a lot of work. Okay. Grab the coal. I like this. Never tried this before, so I stole it from somebody else too. Okay. Before that breaks. Okay. Easy enough. Come down here, we do why? We can come up here, grab this. We are over encumbered again. But we're getting this cave pretty well cleared out. If we can get this all back, we're doing really good. I don't know that we're going to get the whole cave cleared out in one trip, but doing good on it. Yeah, we still got more. Let's move Benny further down, just to make life easier and to make him safer. Alright, Benny, you stay here and I will keep bringing stuff back. There's the copper over there. We'll go around and get that. Yeah, this stamina issue is really getting old. We don't even have enough stamina to harvest anymore. So we got to go outside for a bit. And it's night out here. So we gotta wait for the... Well, my stamina is back up now. So we can go in and try and mine some more. My stamina is down again immediately. Alright, let's grab what we can. Yeah. Benny is hungry and thirsty. Wow, he was really thirsty. We're out of water. Alright, we're gonna have to start heading back. Was really hoping to completely empty the cave, but it's a pretty long walk back. Good job, Benny. Okay. Let's see. Yep, we kind of need to hug this side to get back. We don't want to cross any rivers if we can avoid it. Here's the river. Want to kind of conserve light. And he went up again, so let's do more stamina. is dark. There's the tuck under cave, so home should be straight ahead. Doing pretty good here. Wish I had like a feed bag for Benny. Then he could just, I could put food in there and he could eat whenever he gets hungry while we're moving around. But not an option, so. Almost home. Benny's coming in the cabin with me for right now. We got a lot of stuff to unload, so. Alright. Good job, Benny. Let's get the fire lit. Turn on the torch so we can see. Alright. Let's take all of the iron. All of the iron in there. Well, we're going to want to take everything out of here, but... Oops. And we go in here. We put all of this. Not all of this is going to smelt for now, but we get it out of there. Out of Benny. Right. You know what, Benny? Let's take you to your bed. I can't see. There you go, buddy. You got food and water. I need water. So let's go get some water before I go to bed. Take a drink. And we're gonna have some stringy meat for dinner. We're gonna have to start figuring out storage. This is gonna become a problem really quickly. See? Problem. Alright, let's go ahead and start making this right away. Throw this in there. And we're gonna sleep. Alright. It is morning. Early morning. But morning. And we got a lot of smelting going on here, which is perfect. We need it. And if I'm not mistaken, we're going to tier our level up here pretty quickly. So the question is, what do we need to be focusing on? We've got some points to spend. I'd love to get me a shotgun, but we're not quite there. Cave scanner would be handy. The kitchen bench now, that's where things can be interesting. We can actually make a lot of different foods and other resources. So I'm tempted to go down that path, but we have to unlock a bunch of stuff in order to do things. But I think first, well, we need to be able to make the concrete furnace. Because, and, ooh, maybe I can upgrade our equipment. Oops. Take these and I come over here. I can make a steel oxygen bottle. And I need cured leather, which is relatively easy to do. But I need this, which I don't have. So we come over here. Let's grab this. We're going to have to cut down some trees. Let's go ahead and make this. We can take this over here, throw this in there. That'll fill up with oxygen. We grab this. What do we need? Oh, the cured leather. Over here. We throw this in there. And then do. We'll take that. And then we're going to get cured leather. In about 20 seconds, we'll have some. And this is filling up with oxygen. This holds significantly more than these. These only hold 1 liter. These hold 5. So I don't have to fill it up every day. Good upgrade. The canteen is an improvement too, so there's the leather we need. So now we can go and upgrade the canteen to a canteen from a water skin. Awesome. Grab the water skin. Oops, get hung up on the door frame. Come down here. Fill that up. And we can swap that out. We're just going to throw it in here for now. So now, come over here. Put that in there. We'll have backup oxygen. And there we go. We've increased our capacity to do things substantially. Big upgrades again. Okay. Oh, we did do the concrete furnace. Never mind that. Okay. Back to here. We could get into the armor attachments. There's things that reduce the impact of cave lung. That takes half of our points, although we're pretty close to leveling up again. We do want a biofuel composter at some point. You know what? We really need to deal with that. And those. Okay. So, alter. So for this, we need iron, refined wood, epoxy, rope, and copper nails. Nothing is really difficult, except I don't think we have enough refined wood, which means we gotta go chop down some trees. So Benny and I are gonna go up the hill. Hey, buddy, ready to go for a ride? Let's go chop down trees. We'll probably level up fairly quickly again. How you doing, pal? You're a good boy. Alright. Time to get this done quickly. Resource gathering is tough at this point, but we'll get it. Goes fairly quickly now that we've got a couple of points invested wisely. Get a bunch of wood. There's another level. More points. And we're getting full, so we go visit our buddy Benny. We transfer all of that stuff over there. So, in talents, we can get more wood from chopping down trees, easy enough. And in here, more iron from deposits. And it better carry weight for ores. Try not to drop a tree on our buddy Benny. And hang on. Okay. Background music stopped. That was a deer. And this should be the last tree we need, really, for a while. Alright, Benny. I'm not even going to put this on you, because you're carrying me, and you'd carry both anyway. We'll head to the cabin, unload the wood, and then I'll put Benny back in his barn. Alright, Benny. Get you back in your barn. Ooh, you just went right over that railing, didn't you? Alright. Still food and water. Whoops. I should leave before I shut the door. You be a good boy in there, Benny. We've got sticks, so we're going to come over here and we're going to convert those into that. We're also going to... It's only 8, but... Alright, we were going to do the alteration bench, which meant we needed refined wood. So we'll do that right away. Take the 28 out of here. Wrong one. The alteration bench. Where is that? Right there. Okay, that will give us enough. We need 6 rope. We need 40 nails. We already have a bunch of nails. We have 40, a stack of 40. Perfect. Let's grab the 6 rope. Over here. We just need iron ingots. Oops. And we'll have the alteration bench done. So then we need to put that down. We're starting to really run out of space here. We're going to have to figure something out. We might have to build just a factory building somewhere. Alright, so on the alteration bench, we come in here and we choose helmet. All we need are copper and charcoal, and we can make a filter, which means we won't suffer quite so badly. So, and I think we have a little bit of both. There's that, and there's that. So all we have to do is do the supplemental breathing attachment. Take the helmet off, and when that's done, we throw that in there and alter. Nice. Now there's other attachments. There's a lot of attachments. So let's take a look at pickaxes. Pickaxe attachments. We can't do anything there for now. Nothing for axes. How about for the bow? No. We're a little limited here. Okay, we're a lot limited. Nutrition attachment. That could be handy, but we can't make composites at this point. And if we come over here, we take that off, we put that on, and we have this nice glow around it, but we have an improvement for cave dweller. That's fantastic. That means we won't suffer quite so badly from the effects of being in a cave. We could do this, which would give us resistance to storm. Supplemental, this would help let us just drink whatever water we wanted. Calibrated grip gives us the ability, reduction of stamina. I think we're going to do that one because that's handy. So that's leather and epoxy. That goes on the hands. Aerodynamic can go on the feet or the legs, whereas rubberized grip. Yeah, so we could put these on the pants, unless there's something better for the pants. Noise suppression, pockets. Carrying more would be nice sometimes. So we're going to put on the arms this, which gives us less stamina hit. Plating attachment is within the realm, I think, of what we can actually do. But we could put that on the chest. Pockets would be nice. That's leather and steel ingots. We haven't hit a problem where we've run out of inventory space. We've had issues with weight so far, so I think we can wait on that one. All right. But what I really think would be good is on the feet. Well, we could put the aerodynamic attachment on the legs for now. And I think the rubberized attachment to help protect our ankles. So if we've got platinum, that's fine. But we need copper nails and leather. I know we've got copper nails and leather. How are we out of leather? Is it all in here? Yep. Take a look in here. We haven't made anything yet, so come over here. Back to this. What was I gonna make? Oh, we need iron. I didn't grab iron? Hmm. Aerodynamic. And that's gonna go on our leggings. Once that's made. All the upgrades. All right, so we've got a few upgrades. I think we're in pretty good shape. Let's go ahead and unload all the stuff and things we don't need here on us. Let's see. Jaguar over there and a wolf. Cool. All right, so we have 3 points we can spend. Anything we can use. Storage space, I said, is becoming an issue. We got to build a biofuel composter and a biofuel cans for it. We can actually start using that to make oxide, which would be cheaper. We can actually start getting into some of the mining, which probably wouldn't be bad. But we really need to address storage. The question is, can we... Not until level 25 can we unlock the iron cupboard. That's really where I want to go. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to unlock the biofuel deep miner for now and see where that takes us. So we need to make a couple of things. So we need to make this, which requires iron, concrete, and steel screws, which none of those should be that terribly difficult, other than we need more concrete. We need 2 more concrete, which means we need silica, which means we'll have to go prospecting. So if we come here, I can grab this and this and double check. Put the iron in there. We'll make the screws. Okay, so we need to go get silica, which means we gotta go mining, which means Benny's going for a walk. All right. Silica is usually an issue that I run into, so let's just follow the mountains, harvest a bunch of it, more resource gathering to try to help us along. And this is titanium, which useful but not needed just yet. There's some silica ore. Okay. Excuse me. Pardon me, dear. Alright, I think one of the things we're going to do is we're going to say, Benny, follow me. Because hopping on and off while I'm harvesting all this gets to be a frustration. I got to keep reselecting tools and slows me down. Alright, Benny, let's keep going. Let's look for more. Alright, let's load that onto you. And keep on running. You coming, buddy? Benny's a little slow sometimes, but he'll pull through. Hell, he teleported to me. Lots of resources, not quite anything I'm looking for, though. And that's a Komodo that I'm gonna have to kill. Continue to look. Oh, Benny, don't teleport in front of me, man. Scare the heck out of me doing that. This looks like aluminum. This looks like silica. We need silica for a couple of major production lines, which is frustrating. So if we can find a silica mine, that would be fantastic as well. This looks like stone. Oh, this is silica. Hey, look at that. And that's relatively easy to get to. Silica, copper, gold, and iron are important early on. Let's go ahead and put this on Benny. Free up our carry capacity and not weigh us down when we're sprinting. Early game, this works really well, but the available resources close to base go away pretty quickly when you harvest it all like this. Although I think we're getting pretty close to what having more than enough for a bit. Let's see what's in here now. 2, 4, 6, 7.5. Let's just check a little further up here. I don't see any immediately. Let's head back to camp. We're going to take the shortcut down the hill because Benny is part goat. And we're going to get some concrete mixing up. Because I have a plan. Benny! Silly buffalo. You're hungry and thirsty. I'll get you back to your barn, buddy. Here you go. Okay. That should be... Is that enough? Nope. We need one more. Now we have enough. We can actually make compost. We need iron to make these. Craft those. Put this in here. That and that. Oops. I keep hitting the wrong button. Alright. We're going to put this over here for now. And we're going to put these in there. So now we need rotten meat, rotten berries, cooked meat, uncooked meat. We need, or wood actually is an option. And tree sap. So we just need a bunch of tree sap to go in there. Fortunately, we had to cut down a bunch of wood and made a bunch of tree sap. And since this stuff works to make biofuel, this is a passive thing, so it's making the biofuel and it'll slowly fill those up. So we've got that underway. Next step is, what do we need to make the mine? We need electronics. We don't know electronics. Electronics take copper wire, gold wire, and electronics. We don't quite have that path, but let's take a look down here. So here we can actually get into concrete base building. I'm going to unlock those because now we can actually build stuff. And I kind of want to make a bridge across here. Thinking we could actually build a base off of that. But it's going to take us a whole bunch of concrete for supports. I could go cheaper stone, but concrete is much stronger. I want to upgrade this, but I want to go with stone block building, which I think we need the advanced... Yeah, that's this thing here. We need to make a bunch of stone blocks, which I don't think we have any extra stone to spare, which means mining time coming up. But if we can get a bunch of stone going, we can upgrade these buildings to look really nice. This structure itself. So these will be building, you know, see this is filling up with biofuel. That'll work. But we need to get down the electronics path, which means we need to level up again, which means more work. How are you doing, buddy? You're okay. Let's go find some rocks to cut down, bud. Kind of wanting him to do it himself. Good job, buddy. And he leveled up. All right. There we go. Now you're still set to follow me, aren't you, too? Cut up all the rock. Could do with a one-shot, one resource breakdown. Should be nice. We should eat something. Do-do-do. Do really want to see if we can find a moa to tame today too, though. Maybe once I get this going, I'll do that. But getting into electronics is a whole new time sink, resource collection and whatnot. So we need to get several mines going. If we can get copper, gold, and silica, it would really help. Look at all that stone. I think that's enough for now, buddy. And then we're going to go looking for more. It's time to branch out a little bit. Find you a friend. All right. Come on, let's go around here. Let's have a quick little chat, buddy. Let me give you some water, and then we'll go looking for a moa. Perfect. All right. Let's go up valley looking for a moa. I think we'll cross here, though, bud. Swim, swim, swim. The moa will make moving a little easier for us, as long as we're not hauling stuff. Okay. Of course, we should have waited till morning, because it's going to get dark. But I suppose we could build a temporary camp here. We got a little time before it gets real dark, so maybe we'll get lucky and find a moa before then. Hmm. That sounds like a bear. So we need a moa with a baby moa. Or juvenile. And the sun's going behind the cloud. Time to make camp. Need stone yet. I could cheat and just do that. Okay. Not time to sleep yet, I don't think. Oh, it needs more shelter. I can't sleep. Dang it. I was hoping. But I think, folks, I'm going to take a short break. I've been streaming for a bit here, and I need to stretch my legs and take care of some business. So I will be back shortly. Alright, we're back. I see the game isn't there. It is. Okay, so I guess I could. Let's actually just have him stay here. Tell you what, you lie down, buddy. I'm gonna cut down a tree and see if I can't make a quick shelter. Alright. You sleep there, buddy. Take the sticks out of there and put the wood in here. Let's take the hammer out of there. Light the fire. Put up the wall. And go to sleep. And then we pick everything up. Turn that out. And we're going to put our temporary housing onto Benny. Okay. Alright, let's find a moa. There we go. Hello, dear. Goodbye, dear. That's sulfur. Ouch, I got poisoned and I don't have any antibiotics on me. We'll have to make more. Where are the moa? Moai. Moa? Stupid log. Wolf. Another dead wolf. I hate fighting in the brush though. Can't see a thing. I don't see any moa anywhere. Strange. Go upstream a little more here till we find a crossing. There's a crossing. And I believe we need this for antibiotics. Oh dear. My knife is almost broken. And my knife is broken. Okay. Good job, Benny. We are now ill prepared for hunting moa. Definitely time to start working back toward camp. Let's go up here, though. Komodo dragon. Oh, Benny, some days you're slow. Do 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 do. All right. Down the hill we go. With a bison that thinks he's a goat. We're gonna get all the way back to camp and find the moa there, I'm sure. Oh boy. Oh, not a good one. Not a good one at all. And we are too far from home. hope that's enough to keep me from getting electrocuted. Fortunately, these blow over pretty fast. So we need to get a few more levels so we can build a few more, or get a few more tech things unlocked. Oh, we're taking some damage from the storm now. Get in here. There we go. Nope. Trees are burning, the wind is howling. Let's have some damn lunch while we wait. Okay, the worst of it's gone. Let's keep heading home. Which way's home? That way. Sometimes the camera angles get all funny on here. Sure would be nice to have gotten a MOA, but I need to get back to work. Hoping we got some bacon. I can't even harvest this because I gotta repair my knife. Alright, let's get him put away. Fix my knife and go harvest that large deer. At least it was close to camp. Would have been a waste otherwise. Alright. I should go and repair pretty much anything that needs it. Mostly the pickaxe now. Craft a few things. Oh, I need steel. Forgot. So that means, oh, that's a steel. That's the iron knife, though. Herbalism bench and antibiotics. No, I need honeycomb. Got a little bit of honeycomb somewhere. There we go. Make 3 of those. Throw a stone on here. We need a bunch of stuff for this, so it's gonna take a bit. This is still smelting stuff away. Let's see. Let's make some more steel. Put that in there as well. Okay. I'll drink one of these. Oop. All right. So we are close to leveling up, so maybe we do a little hunting and see what we can do. That was not bad. Alright, let's harvest this. And keep moving. That's a bear. Ow. This is not good. Ooh, that was too close. That was way too close. A bear I can take on, a bear and a jaguar, not so much. Let's eat a little something to try to get our health back up a bit. Alright. This is silica, so I'm going to just harvest this and see if we can't level up. There we go. Nice. One less jaguar. How do I get stuck? probably shouldn't have done that, because they could have killed me. And harvest this. Grab the bones, we need them. Alright, back to the cabin. That trip was way too close to the edge. Alright, let's repair armor quick. That takes bone. And then we come here and we make more bone butter. We come over here, we throw the silica in there. Open this up. We can put that in there, but we need some wood in there. Bet he needs some food. Yep. So we're going to put that in there. Should make him happy, I think. If we come over here, we can put this in there. Alright. There's some sort of a fight going on over here. A wolf is attacking the terror horse. Not my monkey, not my circus. Okay. What do I need? I've got a point to spend. Combat. Bonus to arrow damage. Faster reload. Crafted bows have increased durability. I think we're going to go that path. Because I want to build another zip bow. Alright, so I have 4 tech points. We're going to go down that path. That used up most of my points, unfortunately. But we can now do electronics, which means we are that much closer to doing the mine. That was the word I was looking for. I want to get the water pump going, because I think we can unlock some stuff and make automated water going to him from down below. But right now we're going to hold off on that. So if we come in here, we can now make copper wire. Oops. Let's take the gold and more copper. We're going to make as much of this as we can. As you can see, we don't have a lot of gold. That's a problem. And to make this, we need 10 electronics. So we need epoxy and we need organic resin. For organic resin, it's oxide and wood. So it's just a whole production chain issue. We'll make 100 of them. And we've got some more iron. Or not iron, steel to cook. Come here, we've got this. We're making the organic resin. Once the organic resin's done, I want to make more epoxy. We come back here, we can make this, and we said we needed 10. I am short by 1. And it's the copper, which is always the case. We maxed that. We make 1 more. Alright, so then we need steel. We'll take that. And we need copper. Alright. We now have a mine. The question is, what's the first thing we should be digging up? I have a feeling it should be copper. But I need gold too, so... Decisions. So there was silica up there. How are we doing on this? We have a full biofuel can. Oh, we have silica right next to the camp. So that'll be nice. So we need to see if we can find gold or copper. I think this was titanium. That's a deer. That'll be nice to have in a little bit. I could learn to make a device that would allow me to find these easier, but... For now, we just have to kind of run around and hope we stumble on it. No, there's one below the camp. Probably should go check on that one. Sometimes there's ones on these little islands, so quick check. It can be in a lot of places. There are maps that I could go and look at to figure out where they're at, not necessarily what they are, because that changes from session to, or instance to instance, which is fine, if frustrating. Let's go check below the hill, below the falls. It's on that island right there. And there's ones in caves too, so we could always look in a cave. So the wolf did kill that little, poor little fella. Oops, that didn't work. It's on that one, I believe. Yep. I could have swore there was one here. There it is. Platinum. We can go check in the cave. Come at me, bro. That'll learn you. Hey, that looks like sulfur. Not quite what I need. That sounds like a bear. All right. I did it without a problem that time. Let's go in the cave. Squeeze in. I hear bees. What? Iron? Copper. Perfect. So we put this here, and we put the fuel in it. Now, it's going to burn through the fuel pretty quickly, and it's not going to produce as much as I'd really like. There's an upgrade to that we need to do that will take care of that problem. But for now, we do what we can. Might as well collect all of the stuff and things out of this cave since we're here. And you could hear the miner just did a cut thunk. So I think it got an ore for me. Now, if we could find a gold, we would be in pretty good shape. We do not get XP for these, though. See, I've got 2 copper in there. So I'll pick up anything I can before I leave, but might as well finish harvesting all the stuff in the cave before we go. The iron won't be a bad thing. We should deal with that. Behind. Before it deals with me. I think there was coal up here. Well, that and titanium. I'm getting pretty full already, so this could be a problem. But that looks to be the cave is cleaned out. And 4 copper ore. So we'll have to make return trips. And remember to bring fuel can so we can get copper out of that cave consistently. That bear seems to be gone, which is good for us. Off we go. Silly cat. That'll teach you. I want the arrow and the bones more than anything. Right, there's a wolf up there. Just don't really want to engage. I just want to get home. Not a silica over here in case we need it. If we can make 10 more electronics and find a gold mine, that would be fantastic. we'd be in pretty good shape. Thought I saw something, but I didn't. Alright. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Sort this, take all the ingots out. Ooh, we're full. We got a problem. We have too much stuff again. We really need to address the storage problem. And soon. I have 1 point. I guess I can put it into here, but I need level 25 to unlock that anyway, so what's the point? Excuse me. Let's see. All right. We are halfway to level 24. Let's maybe... Well, there's nothing around, so maybe not. I almost jumped off the cliff. Again. There's a deer down there. Let's go and get us a deer. It's just about nighttime, so let's not wander too far from camp. Komodo. Silly Komodo. Where did our deer go? I bet the Komodo scared it off. Oh, there it is. That sounds like a cat. It was a cat. There's what I was looking for. Oh, that's right, I did find that one. It's platinum. Nice shot. There's a shot tracer option, but I turned it off because it's very disconcerting when you come to. He ran at me. This is the wrong way to turn, buddy. Alright. It's getting late. By the time we get back and we got everything unloaded, it'll be time to sleep. So we'll head back. and see where we're at. Probably should make more arrows. And we should make our seed thing too. Keep forgetting to do that. Alright, so we need sticks. We can make sticks. Crafting 16. That's a good start. Alright, then we can come over here. Throw that in there. Let's cook the meat that we got. Oops. Boom, boom, boom. I'll go to here. We throw the leather and stuff there. Throw the last of the sticks over here. Okay. Let's have a little of that. We have any problem. Nope, we're good oxy and water-wise. So things are much better than they were. Let's go ahead and have one of those so that we have no negs on us. Oops. Put the bow away. Okay. So let's take a look. Can we make the seed? Thought we learned that. No, maybe not. If not, no, we didn't. Now we can make it. All right, charcoal, stone, fiber, wood. Charcoal, stone, fiber, wood. Charcoal, stone, fiber, wood. Charcoal. Stone. Not enough fiber there. Fiber. Fiber. Wood. Now we can craft it. Put things back. And we'll put the seed thingy mabob down. We'll put that over here. So what I can do with that is I can take vegetables, put it in there, and each for 5 of the plant or the food or vegetables, fruit, whatever, I get a seed. So we'll start working on developing or getting a bunch of seeds so we can start farming in the near future. Let's put this in here. We have plenty of fuel in there to keep us protected from the nasties. Alright, and it's time to get some sleep. Good morning, world. That was a quick night. Let's grab some breakfast. We'll grab the stringy meat. Breakfast is done. I'm thinking we'd probably do some more hunting. We'll probably need to do more caving to find more gold. So I don't think we have enough to make 10 electronics we need for another mine. We can make 2. I can make 3 more if I make more copper wire. See, that gives us XP, so making it doesn't bother me in the least. Oh, and I need more organic resin, which is oxide and wood again. So we're going to need to get some oxide pretty soon. Oops, I don't need the door. Make this. Oop. Helps if I actually say make this and click craft. I just wanted to see how much XP I'm getting per. So this is doing pretty well. Finish the aluminum, do the copper, get onto the platinum and the titanium. Okay. Now we can do, we can do 6 more. I need 2 more. I need gold though. I have 1 gold ore, so we're gonna have to find another cave and mine it for gold. Tempted to see if I can find a cave map to make my life a little easier. Let's see, because I don't know this area. So, let's close this. We are in G10. We know about the cave here. It appears there's a cave, there are several caves up in here. But to get there, we have to go all the way around, which is not the end of the world. And we know there's the cave here and the cave here that we were mining, as well as there is one over here, but it looks like it might be a small cave. There's like 4 of them up here that are big caves, so I think we're going to head up there next. Yeah. So, if I'm not mistaken, in that area. Okay. Let's check on Benny, make sure he's doing okay. He's doing pretty well. He's got a skill point we can spend. Larger stomach. Less food consumption. Movement speed while hauling a cart. Since he always is going to be hauling a cart, we might as well. All right, before we go, let's check and make sure we've got everything set up here. That can go in there. So we really need to go find gold. All right. You know, I should shut the door before I leave, just to keep the bears out. Okay, Benny, time to go for a walk. Out the door, buddy. Let's close the door on your barn. Don't lay down. Lazy, good for nothing. All right. Time to go up there. Can always find food for Benny pretty easily. Check, make sure we've got enough knife, we've got enough other stuff. Seriously? Benny, you're a little late. Alright, let's go. Don't know what the easiest way to get up there is. I think we have to go all the way down here and around. Keep an eye out for Moa while we're at it. Maybe a gold deposit. I'm not sure why I cannot see his stamina bar anymore. It's a bit frustrating. Yeah, that doesn't go up. Let's see. So we kind of have to go. Yeah. Might have been faster to go to the other cave. But these are big caves, so this should be better. Should be gold in one of these up here. Yeah, we should go that way. Over this way. All right, Benny, let's go. That deer ran right in the way. What are we doing? We still got a long ways to go. Alright, so my guess is we have to go down below because the cave won't be up on top here. I think we're near the ridge, yep. So it should be along here. No, I don't want to go down that. I'll get stuck. Hey, guess what? We're above the cave. Alright, I gotta cut a hole in the rock. To get us in. But we got a cave. All right, Benny. Time for me to do my job. Let's see if we can't find some gold to harvest. Don't see any yet. Okay. There's some gold. Grab that while we're here. Let's work around and make sure we've cleared out the cave. Titanium. We've got titanium close to camp. We don't need to worry about titanium here. Alright, let's... there's no more worms. We can grab some copper, which would make life a little easier for us. But I'm not going to grab everything, because I just want to get our processes up and running. So gold and some copper is the priorities. Just the one gold nodule in here, huh? Get back to Benny. Might as well take the stone. Let's see. Thinking there. Looks like a cave. And I don't have to cut it open. Nice. This is not as big a cave. Definitely don't see any gold in here. Some other good stuff in here, but... Okay. Let's check over here. Whoa. Oh, hi there. Well, that's not good. My knife is about broken again. I think we have to go down here. Looks like a cave. Yep. Well, we took a bit of damage that time. So this is the deep wound. Yeah, let's use the suture kit and be done with it. And this is a unique cave. And I don't see any gold in here. A lot of piranha, though. Well, that was a bit of a waste. Forget what's this? You know, we leveled up killing piranha. Now, if I can only figure out how to get out of here. So, we didn't get a lot of gold doing this job. It's going to be a problem. Unless we find a gold mine that we can hit up. We're in a bit of trouble. But I think we're going to head back to camp. We need to get up there. We're stuck in this little valley. That was a jaguar. But we've got the ability to see Benny's stamina back, which is good. And that jaguar didn't see us. Interesting. We're going to take the shortcut home, though. Maybe. Ouch, Benny. There's the house. So we need to go down this way a little bit. Now we're going to work our way down the hill. Carefully. Alright, we're down the hill. Now we just have to get across the river. Back to camp. In you go, Benny. Let's grab the gold and the copper and get those smelting up. Now we need wood in the fire. Okay, well that's smelting. Let's take a look at our points. I have a solo point. I want to put that into increased yield from mining ore deposits. We need that. Talents, I have 2 points. The question is, where I want to put them in. Might as well put them in the arrows. And the tech tree. We were going to... We're still a level behind. Can't do that. We're only at 24. But we might as well get the small crate so we can do the next one. We can start going down the path of that. We could use the cave scanner to find caves. But I don't really need those. Caves aren't hard to find. Is this where I get the water wheel? Yeah, I gotta get to level 30 to get a water wheel to get power going. I think we'll wait. Dang buttons. Come in here. I want to move gold up on the prioritization list. As we have 8. Max that out. Oh, we need copper wire. All right. And we need copper. Copper wire. So we need this stuff to finish smelting before we can make the next mine. Well, we're making progress though. Alright, I am a bit peckish. But I think on that note, I haven't advanced quite as much as I wanted to this time. But we'll get there. I'm gonna climb up on the roof. Try not to get stuck, which seems to always happen. We've made some progress. We've got a copper miner going. We keep that up. If we can find a gold one, we'll be in pretty good shape. The rest of the stuff's relatively easy. Just takes time. But on that note, folks, I think I'm going to call this a stream. It's been a 3 hour 3 hours of doing this. So I thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed. Well, we got a thunderstorm coming, so we're going to call a stream fairly quickly here. Y'all have a great week, and we will see you in the next episode. Thanks, and have a great day.